In this video, I'm going to talk all about overcasting stitches. Hi there and welcome to my channel. Every single Wednesday, I talk about how to use your sewing machine or simple sewing tips and tricks. So there are so many overcasting stitches on this machine. It starts from number 15 and it finishes at number 28. However, I won't be able to show you stitches 24 to 28 because this requires a side cutter foot, which is a foot that simulates a serger. So as it is sewing, it cuts off the fabric as it goes. So let's concentrate on stitches 15 all the way through to 23. Basically, what an overcasting stitch is, it's just going to stop your fabric from fraying. That's its main purpose and its main job. So the difference between all of these overcasting stitches is the different kinds of fabrics you're going to be using them for. So whether it's a unstretchy fabric to a really stretchy fabric, there is a overcasting stitch for that fabric. So as you see on my display right here, the machine is telling me that I'm going to use foot G for this overcasting stitch. So foot G is the overcasting foot. Now all of the feet always have a corresponding letter on them, so they're easy to find. So I've recently just been working with a knit fabric, so I'll keep my jersey ballpoint needle in. I have an 80-12 in there currently, so if you're working with something really stretchy like a spandex, you want to switch your needle out to a stretch, but if you're working with a knit, you should be fine with the jersey needles. My first demonstration is going to be using this really frayable fabric. It's not fraying just yet, but it's like a lining fabric and it will fray eventually. As you can see on one side, I did use some pinking shears, which is a great way to stop fabric from fraying, but I want to show you using this overcasting stitch on medium to lightweight fabrics. So we have selected stitch number 15, which is the light to medium weight fabric overcasting stitch. So let's see what this looks like. When you come to line your fabric up, it's going to go right here. So as you can see, right to this guide here. So I'm going to press my presser foot down and start sewing. And also, another thing to bear in mind is that your pivot key is not going to work on this function if you're used to using it. This is what it's going to look like once it's done. It's enclosed all of them raw edges and it's going to help to stop that fabric from fraying. So now I have this really heavy knit fabric and I'm going to use the heavy overcasting stitch on this. So that is number 16. I've left all of my factory presets, and you know it's a factory preset because it's always marked in bold. So let's do this overcasting stitch on this heavier weight fabric. It may scoot and slide about on you, so you may have to keep raising the presser foot up in order to get that fabric back in alignment again. You see how this has finished off that edge there, just enclosing all of that raw edge. Stitch number 17 is more of a decorative stitch and it's for medium to heavyweight fabrics. So let's see how this looks. This is how it looks. I didn't do it all the way to the end. You can get the picture. And I think if it's on a more thinner fabric, it would be better if it had some interfacing underneath it, just to give it some stabilization. This next stitch is an overcasting stitch for reinforcing seamings of stretch fabric. So here is my stretchy jersey fabric. So let's see what this one looks like. It's almost done like a rolled hem effect, and this obviously stretches with the fabric too. Stitch number 19 is almost the same as the last one, but it's more of a decorative stitch. So you can see the difference. This was the first one. It's more of a straight, almost like a rolled hem effect. And then this is the one that I just did, which is much more flatter and decorative. This is stitch number 20, which is another kind of decorative stretch overcasting stitch. Now I kind of like this one. It's my favourite one so far. Kind of looks like little kisses. And like, see, it stretches with the fabric. This is stitch number 21, which is a stretch knit seam overcasting stitch. Still, these are all overcasting stitches that are going to stop them fabrics from fraying on you. And this is how it looks. And like I said, this one is not going to fray on you, and stretching it is perfectly fine because it is a stretchy overcasting stitch. Stitch 22 is another kind of decorative one. Oh, I think this one's my favourite so far. Look how pretty that is. I'm just going to stretch it again just to show you that it doesn't break. Number 23 is another decorative stitch. So when you think of like making lingerie and you're thinking of that inside elastic, some of these stitches would be perfect for that type of project. So let's see what that last stitch looks like. Because the next few are the ones with that cutting foot, and I don't have the cutting foot. I actually have a serger, so I have no need for that foot. This one is reinforcing really good. Look how pretty this one is. So pretty. And I'm stretching it and it's not breaking. It's just not going to break on you. So as you can see, your sewing machine comes with an arsenal of so many different tools, so many different stitches. You need to have a look and have a play about with them stitches and make sure that you're using the correct stitch for the right fabric and for the right project. So guys, I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, I'm everywhere. So whichever is your favourite, don't forget to also join me over there. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss seeing me next week. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.